The Cold War. Many theories have formed around the cause of the Cold War. The origins are, to this day, believed to be the tense relationship between the United States and the Soviet Union. However, as said, there are many speculations as to what exactly was going on during the period of 1945 to 1991. Who shot Kennedy? Was the Soviet Union and the United States really cooperating to cover up other secrets? If so, what secrets? Many believe that the Cold War was somehow a cover-up for the infamous Area 51. To help us find the answers, we've contacted 3 Cold War experts, the best ones around. Professor Gaddis from the University of Texas, Russian academic Igor Panarin, and Thornton D. Barney, who worked as a toilet cleaner in Area 51 for 5 years. Join us as we take a look into the past and uncover the truth about Cold War. Put briefly, the Cold War was an era of hostility between the United States and their democratic allies and the Soviet Union and their communist allies that began after World War II. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, was assassinated the 22nd of November 1963 by whom is believed to be Lee Harvey Oswald. During these times, the threat of a nuclear attack loomed large, much the way the fear of another terrorist attack concerns us today. Open any textbook or watch any documentary about the Cold War and this is what you will learn. But is it possible that all these textbooks are wrong? Professor Gaddis from the University of Texas believes that we don't really know who actually killed the president.
I'm not saying that the books are all wrong, but yes, it could be, I repeat, it could be wrong. For instance, we don't really know who shot Kennedy. Now do we? Yes, an investigation was done by the Warren Commission, but if you take a look at their evidence, there isn't really enough to pin a point on who shot him. Most Americans actually believe that it all just was a cover-up, or that there might have been someone helping. Yes, Oswald, the killer, did fire 2 bullets. That's what the evidence is saying. But that is not all. The evidence also states that there were 4 bullets at the crime scene. Then, who shot the 2 other bullets?
2-man job? 1-man job? I can tell from experience this was not a human being's doing. You want to know what really happened? Okay, now you better listen carefully. I'm only telling you this once. Aliens. Yeah, I know what you're about to say. Aliens? You don't have any proof. Well, as a matter of fact, I do. Take a look at this footage I've gotten from the FBI on an internet chat room. Whoa! Did you see that? Let's play that again, shall we? In slow-mo. There, aha, aliens. There is no doubt in my mind. Aliens shot Kennedy. On that fateful day, November 22nd, 1963, Kennedy was assassinated and silenced forever. Lee Harvey Oswald was set up as a patsy by using their alien telepathic mind control to influence Oswald to shoot Kennedy. Aliens made Oswald kill Kennedy.
Whoa, you really said that? Aliens? Really?
No matter what the case was, a 2-man job or an alien invasion, the death of Kennedy remains as one of the most extraordinary happenings during the Cold War. But what about the war itself? As we all know, there was no direct warfare between the United States and the Soviet Union. So how did it really play out? Russian academic Igor Panarin explains.
Let's put it like this. The Democrats are here. The Communists are here. The Democrats get big guns. And the Communists gets even bigger guns. And this scares the Democrats. Oh no, it's so big guns. And they get even bigger guns. In the end, the weapons get so big, so big, so big and even bigger. And then they never fight. And this is what I like to call the Cold War.
This is in theory what happened during the Cold War. And it went on like this for years until 1991. When it all stopped, or at least that's what the book says. Some people think that the Cold War is still going on.
It is too early for the US to be gratified. Look around you. The Cold War still goes on. The USA still actively does military planning against Russia. Russia actively retaliates to it. Russia slammed all the war domination pretenders, like Napoleon and Hitler. Russia doesn't want war, but if there is a war coming up, the US won't stand a chance. Never mess with Russia.
I know who could destroy Russia. Aliens! Aliens! Aliens!
The Cold War, the almost unexplainable feud between two powerful countries and their allies. It was a propaganda, an economic war, a diplomatic haggling. Whether we can say it has stopped or not, it was all waning down in the later 50s. Both the United States and the Soviet Union possessed hydrogen bombs. Both sides realized that the use of these destructive weapons in war would destroy each other. Thus, they were determined to improve their relations in order to avoid direct military clash. As far as we know, the Cold War is over. And for now, let's hope so.